Today we're working on oh man. Hey, a Dodge Ram. This truck is a stinking boomerang. Keeps coming back. But anyway, we're doing a power steering pump on it today. And so I'm going to show you how to swap over that pulley. So with this bad boy right here, stay tuned. In an attempt to do it one-handed, you got this piece with some different size collars on it. So that goes around that. The piece to press it off goes right in the middle. And you let it fall over, but you get both sides around the collar like that, and then you have this cool little sleeve that goes up over and holds those collars into place. And now when you tighten this down, it'll pull the pulley right up and off. Tighten it all down, she popped off, and just like that, she's off. So when you tighten that down, it just kind of slowly presses it off the end of the pump. And there we go. So now we can take this collar off, take off our two pieces, out slides our piece. And so then this one gets pressed onto that new pump. And to do that, we grab this piece here, and what it does is it threads right into the end of the pump. And then you put this up, put the pulley underneath it, and then it just presses it down and pushes it onto the shaft. So stay tuned. So here's the setup with the installer. So there's a bearing right here that spins as you tighten it down. But looking underneath it, you can see the shaft right here. That's what's going to press down on. And then you can kind of see the height of the pump, and then I'll show you afterwards once it gets pressed down all the way. Pulley's pressed down all the way. So we'll just take and unthread this from the center of the pump. And you can see that's nice and flush there, so that went down nice. And then underneath, you can see there's nothing. Very tight clearance over here, but that's all it needs. And then we just swap over these bolts into the holes where the pump gets mounted right there, and bolt it back in the truck, and she's installed. I just got the return line. You can see the pressure line right down there is the pressure line, and then the return line's right there. But put some ATF +4 because it's a Dodge. It's a little aerated, which is pretty normal, so I shut it off and letting those bubbles kind of pop. But main thing is when you're doing it to jack it up and get it off the ground so you're not loading that power steering pump. Bleed it properly, make sure you don't got any air. Should be good to go. All right, final test here. We'll start it up. And you can hear it's nice and quiet, but then we turn it lock to lock. And that's nice. Well, yeah, just jack it up when you're turning it lock to lock. Make sure it's nice and quiet. You get all the air out of it, and it should be good to go.